Welcome back. Today on The Explainer, we are opening up the ultimate strategic playbook for launching a brand new tourism product. We're going to look at the exact step-by-step tactics used to turn a totally unknown location into a massive, must-visit global destination. So grab your notes and let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Our roadmap today covers 5 key areas. We'll start with tourism marketing core concepts, get into funding your marketing campaign, tackle above-the-line advertising techniques, then below-the-line promotional techniques, and finally, we'll wrap up with targeting the right customer.
Section 1. Tourism Marketing Core Concepts. Building the foundation of your strategy. All right, imagine you were tasked with putting an entirely empty, completely unknown destination on the map. Where do you even begin? Well, you can't just throw money at ads right out of the gate. First, you have to master a few fundamental concepts. We're talking about marketing, market research, your target markets, market share, finding a competitive edge, and understanding your core and niche markets. You really need robust market research to figure out exactly who your target markets are. And you're going to have to fight tooth and nail for market share by understanding the difference between your broad core markets and your specialized niche markets.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that your competitive edge is literally your secret weapon. I mean, think about it. In a packed travel market where tourists have thousands, maybe millions of options, why on earth should they choose your hotel, your tour, or your destination? Well, your competitive edge is the specific advantage your tourism product or service has that makes it distinctly more appealing than all of its rivals. It's the exact reason a traveler clicks book now with you instead of the other guy. Simply put, if you don't know your competitive edge, your entire marketing campaign is basically going to fall flat.
And that brings us to niche markets. You see, while your core market provides the sheer volume of visitors, the big numbers, your niche markets are highly specific, specialized segments. Think of, say, ecotourists who are strictly looking for off-grade bird watching, or maybe culinary travelers who travel specifically for regional truffle hunting. Catering perfectly to these highly unique needs and preferences, that's what builds deep, long-lasting loyalty, and it allows your business to laser-focus its efforts instead of just shouting into the void.
Section 2. Funding your marketing campaign. The reality check on marketing budgets.
Okay, putting on my practical consultant hat for a second. Great concepts, they mean absolutely nothing without a budget. Before a single ad is bought, you have to financially prepare for 4 overarching pillars. We're talking market research, communication, travel, and personnel costs. These 4 things are basically the engine rooms of your entire promotional machine. Seriously, if you underfund any of these areas, your campaign is going to stall out before it even reaches a single consumer.
And this brilliantly illustrates where the money actually goes. Obviously, research, communication, and personnel are standard for almost any business. But notice that third category, travel costs. Local and overseas travel, vehicle and flight costs. This is a massive, necessary, and honestly often surprising part of the tourism marketing budget that you absolutely have to plan for. Why? Because to sell a destination globally, marketers physically have to travel. They have to shake hands with international tour operators and show up at big global conventions.
So, the budget is set. We have the money. Now, how do we actually spend it to get our message out? Well, welcome to the great divide in advertising. On one side, we have above-the-line techniques. These use conventional media designed for broad reach and a massive audience. You're casting a really wide net here. On the other side, we have below-the-line techniques. These are totally focused on direct engagement, targeted promotions, and personal selling. This is your boots-on-the-ground game. And as you'll see, every great tourism campaign uses a really strategic mix of both, flowing logically from broad awareness right down to direct sales.
Section 3. Above-the-line advertising techniques. Broadcasting your message to the masses. When you want to unleash a massive, broad promotional broadcast, you turn to the heavy hitters. We're talking conventional media tools like renting space on television, taking out ads in newspapers and magazines, slapping up posters, and buying radio spots. Look, these tools are not about nuance, okay? They are designed to grab the maximum amount of general attention and just interrupt the consumer's daily routine with massive, undeniable visibility.
And right within that broad reach, we also have highly specific printed materials, brochures, flyers, pamphlets, posters, and massive billboards that you see on the highway. But I want you to pay special attention to one item in particular, meander maps. This is a wonderfully unique item specifically for tourism. A meander map is an illustrated, usually pretty charming guide that encourages tourists to slowly explore a region, stopping at various local businesses and attractions along a specific planned route. It's a tangible piece of paper they physically hold in their hands that literally guides them through your tourism product.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the digital age with electronic advertising. This is the modern stuff. We're talking about captivating video walls in busy airport terminals, immersive audio-visual presentations, bright digital displays, cell phone advertising beamed directly to the palm of a traveler's hand, and of course, ubiquitous web-based advertising. These electronic tools take that broad reach and inject it with a dynamic visual energy that is absolutely crucial for selling the actual experience of travel.
Section 4. Below-the-line promotional techniques. Winning customers on the ground game.
Now, let's shift away from the mass broadcast and bring it down to a personal level. We've captured their attention, right? Now we actually need to secure their commitment. This is where highly direct promotional techniques come in. Personal selling, sales promotions, in-store discounts, promotional sponsorships, exhibitions, and expos. These strategies create an immediate financial incentive and a real personal connection. Just imagine a massive travel expo. A potential tourist can walk right up to your booth, taste your local food, talk directly to your reps, and score a special discount code. These are the below-the-line techniques that actually seal the deal.
Section 5. Targeting the right customer. The final crucial strategy.
We've covered the core concepts, the budgets, and all the advertising techniques. So, the crucial point is this one golden rule from our source material. Match the type of promotion and advertising to the potential customer. It sounds super simple, right? But honestly, it's the hardest thing to get right. If you have a massive marketing budget but you blow it on a conventional magazine ad when your highly specific niche market only reads web-based eco-travel blogs, well, you've completely wasted your money. The real magic of a successful campaign happens when your promotional technique perfectly aligns with your target audience.
I want to leave you with a final provocative thought today. If you had just one specific customer to reach for your new destination, literally just one person you absolutely needed to convince, which promotional technique would you choose? Think about their specific needs, think about your competitive edge, and think about your budget. Master that connection, and you can market any destination in the world. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you next time.